heard her laugh across the room, that same sweet sound I once called to. But this time it wasn't meant for me. It danced through air, then set me free. Her laugh in someone else's arms still cuts through me like soft alarms. No blame to place, no fight to find, just echoes of a love behind. She moved on with all her charms and left her laugh in someone else's arms. I used to be the reason why her eyes would shine, her tears ran dry. Now she leans close, her head tilted back, while I fade into memory's track. Her laugh in someone else's arms still cuts through me like soft alarms. No blame to place, no fight to find, just echoes of a love behind. She moved on with all her charms and left her laugh in someone else's arms. I won't disturb, I won't rewind. Some smiles weren't meant to stay mine. Her laugh in someone else's light still haunts me deep on lonesome nights. But if she's happy, if it's real, then maybe someday I'll learn to heal and bless the joy that disarms. Her laugh in someone else's arms. Disturb, I won't rewind. Some smiles weren't meant to stay mine. Never told you how the moon looked brighter when you'd laugh at night with the porch light flickering. I never said how your hands held me steady when the world spun fast and I wasn't ready. These are the things I never said, words that stayed inside my head. You needed more than just my gaze. You needed love in spoken ways. Now I lie awake, tears in my bed, chasing the things I never said. Never whispered how I feared the day you grow tired of the man who couldn't say how much you meant, how proud I'd been to love a heart so true, so thin. These are the things I never said, words that stayed inside my head. You needed more than just my gaze. You needed love in spoken ways. Now I lie awake, tears in my bed, chasing the things I never said. Now it's too late, you're gone from view, and I'm talking to shadows that look like you. These are the things I never spoke, promises lost and silence I broke. If I could turn back, I'd start again. Say it loud and say it then. But now it's just echoes in my chest of the things I never said.
In the corner room where the sunlight streams, I see her Bible and faded hymns, old leather spines that once held prayer, now gathered dust in the morning air. She sang those songs with a quiet grace, now every note still fills this place. I flip through pages worn and torn, each hymn reminds me of her morn, where she'd hum low by the window pane, a melody to soothe our pain. Though voices fade and years move on, her faith remains in every song. She left hymns on the shelf, a legacy of faith herself. Each chorus rings like a guiding light through darkest storms and sleepless nights. No grand applause or gilded stage, just her voice lifted page by page. When I'm lost in doubt or feeling small, I turn to those hymns on the wall. They echo soft her gentle plea to trust in grace and let me be. No matter where my journeys dwell, her prayers live on in every Emmanuel. Some keep photographs, some keep rings, but what she gave were simple things. A book of songs, a voice so true, a faith to guide us through and through. She left hymns on the shelf so I could find her love myself. In every verse, in every line, her spirit sings beyond all time. Though she's gone, her praise won't end. In those hymnals I find my friend. Started walking downtown past the diner. Her smile the same, but looking finer. I almost waved, but dropped my eyes, till I caught a glimpse that stopped my stride. It hung just low beneath her shirt, where hearts once danced and time once hurt. Not on her hand, but close to skin. The ring I gave way back when. The ring on her chain don't shine like gold, but holds more fire than tales I've told. She moved on, but not away. She kept that love in her own way. No vows remain, no license claim, but she still wears the ring on her chain. We had our time, then life got loud. We broke in silence, not in proud. I thought she tossed that thing aside. Turns out it stayed real close to pride. The ring on her chain don't shine like gold, but holds more fire than tales I've told. She moved on, but not away. She kept that love in her own way. No vows remain, no license claim, but she still wears the ring on her chain. Some folks forget what once was true. Some carry it like she do. Now I won't call, I won't intrude, but Lord, it shook me where I stood. She looked ahead, but her neck swayed like love remembered, not replayed. And I just smiled through old refrain for the girl with my ring on her chain. The kitchen's still quiet, the coffee pot cold. The scent of her biscuits, a memory old. But next to the sink, by that old wooden chair, her apron still hangs there. Flour-stained pockets and ties worn thin held stories of love and where we'd been. She'd wipe our tears with a corner square. That apron still hangs there. It's just cloth and thread to a stranger's eye, but to me it's a lullaby. It's Sunday supper and a whispered prayer. It's hugs made of cotton and tender care. Though she's been gone, I'm still aware. Her apron still hangs there. I should take it down, maybe fold it away. But I see her smile when I start my day. It waves just a bit in the morning air. Her apron still hangs there. It's just cloth and thread to a stranger's eye, but to me it's a lullaby. It's Sunday supper and a whispered prayer. It's hugs made of cotton and tender care. Though she's been gone, I'm still aware. Her apron still hangs there. And if one day I have a child to raise, I'll teach them her songs and kitchen ways. It's just cloth and thread, but more than that, it's a home, a heart, a welcome mat. It's every word she'd never dare, still saying I love you from thin air. Her apron still hangs there. She won't know I drove by her street just to see the porch light and empty seat. She won't see me slow down the truck when I pass her gate, choking on luck. She won't know I still care, that I whisper her name in the midnight air. I fix her fence when the wind gets wild, leave notes and songs, but not to style. I won't show, I won't glow, but I'm still there. She just won't know. She won't know I called her friend. There's a photo framed in Mama's hall, taken in June round Grandpa's stall. Daddy smiles and Mama beams, and I'm that kid with skinned up jeans. But off to the side, not quite in line, is my big brother, hat pushed behind. No spotlight grin, no polished shirt, just quiet eyes behind the dirt. The quiet one in the photo there was always first to fix, last to care. He didn't speak unless it meant more than noise or compliment. While others posed in morning glow, he held the weight. In the photo I know, he hauled the hay when no one looked. He patched my bike but never took a single word for what he gave. Just pass me that or you be brave. The quiet one in the photo there was always first to fix, last to care. He didn't speak unless it meant more than noise or compliment. While others posed in morning glow, he held the weight. In the photo I know, we lost him young, without much sound, but still he walks that patch of ground. The quiet one in the photo there still makes me stand, still makes me stare. They all recall the baby's face. I see the soul who held our place. He ain't in focus, ain't full show, but he's the one I still carry from that photo.
We used to laugh till the coffee went cold. Now the cups sit full, untouched, untold. No slamming doors, no screaming fight, just empty rooms in the softest light. The silence we made cut deeper than sound. It built up slow and tore us down. No final word, no last parade, just a quiet love that slipped away. We lost it all, not in rage, but in the silence we made. We'd sit at dinner, phones in hand, hearts apart in the same old land. And I should have asked, and you should have cried, but instead we let the hurt just hide. The silence we made cut deeper than sound. Built up slow and tore us down. No final word, no last parade, just a quiet love the slam of doors, anything but these hollow floors. The silence we made still echoes here, in every pause, in every tear. If I could go back, I'd break that chain. I'd speak the truth through all the pain. But now I sit with what won't fade, the silence we made.
Clay roads in midday sun, she'd walk tall, never come undone. And dust that rose with every stride, you left a lesson love supplied. I traced her steps where she once trod, found my faith in dusty sod. Her laughter echoed down that lane, wiping sweat, ignoring pain. She taught me strength in every mile, in simple talk and knowing smile. Now when I wander paths I trust, I see her footprints in her dust. Footprints in her dust, guiding light, leaving hope where day meets night. Though time may fade and roads adjust, I still walk in her footprints and dust. Her love remains in simple thrust. I follow on where she left dust. People chase fortune, chase fame, but I found riches in her name. Wherever wind and sun combust, I walk safe in her footprints and dust. Footprints in her dust, stepping strong, leading me when life goes wrong. Though storms may rage and winds combust, I walk sure in her footprints and dust. Through all of life's trials I trust, her love remains in footprints and dust. Dad packed a bag at 4:30, didn't say much as he closed the door. Mama said, let's take him down, so we drove in silence out of town. He sat up front, I rode in back, with baseball cards and a denim sack. He turned around at the county line, said, be good, son, and stared at time. The backseat was goodbye that day. No fireworks, no words to say, no tears, no wave, no grand parade. Just a boy too young to be afraid. I watched him shrink beneath the sky. From the place I learned, the backseat was goodbye. A payphone rang one week in June. Mama cried in the living room. I never asked, I never yelled, just folded tight the things he held. The backseat was goodbye that day. No fireworks, no words to stay, no tears, no wave, no grand parade. Just a boy too young to be afraid. I watched him shrink beneath the sky. From the place I learned, the backseat was goodbye. Drive trucks down roads he knew and leave the windows cracked in June. But when my own son calls my name, I pull the brake, I drop the game. I don't repeat what he once tried. I don't teach love with backseat rides, 'cause I still see that distant sky. And the day I learned the backseat was goodbye.
There's a box beneath my bed, full of words I never said, pages torn, ink turned gray, of all the things I meant to say. Letters I never sent, love I never showed, thoughts of you I still don't outgrow. Each line a piece of what I miss, each fold a silent broken kiss. I wrote, I wept, my heart was spent on letters never sent. I told you sorry on page 4. I begged you back 100 more. I dreamed of us in every line, but dreams don't cross that faded spine. Letters I never sent, love I never showed, thoughts of you I still don't outgrow. Each line a piece of what I miss, each fold a silent broken kiss. I wrote, I wept, my heart was spent on letters I never sent. I keep them close, though they won't fly. They hold the words where love won't die. Letters I never sent, but can't erase. They hold your smile, they hold your praise. And if someday you find them true, you'll know I always thought of you. My love was real, my soul was bent in every letter I never sent.
clouds roll in on an August sky. Same kind of gray that was in her eyes. The wind hums soft like her goodbye. Every storm's a memory I can't deny. The porch still leaks where she used to sit, watching thunder roll while the candles lit. Now I hear her voice in the window pane. She's the reason for the rain. She's the drizzle on the morning field, the tear the heavens can't conceal. She's in the drops on my old truck's hood, in every flood of all that could have been good. No weather app can explain. She's the reason for the rain. I still wear the coat she stitched for fall, but it don't keep me warm at all. 'Cause when the skies begin to strain, it's her whispering again in the rain. She's the drizzle on the morning field, the tear the heavens can't conceal. She's in the hush before the thunder's chain, in every silence carved by pain. I don't need science to explain. She's the reason for the rain. Some folks pray for skies so blue, but I wait for clouds that feel like you. She's a song in a midnight storm, a hush that feels too close to warm. In every drop that hits this lane, she's the reason for the rain.
Hear her laugh in the evening breeze, a melody among the pines and trees. She'd run barefoot through fields of hay, her joy would chase my cares away. Now every breeze that stirs the sky brings her laughter fluttering by. She'd dance in rain with arms outspread, twirling free where wildflowers led. Her voice would ring like silver bells, echoing through our humble dells. Though she's gone where souls ascend, her laughter rides the wind. My friend, her laughter rides the wind so clear and free, a song of love that still carries me when night grows long and tears begin. I close my eyes and hear her grin, no storm can drown that joyful hymn. Her laughter flies upon the wind. Some chase silence, some chase pain, but I chase echoes of her refrain. When world feels dark or hope grows thin, I listen close, let that laugh in. Oh, oh, the wind, her laughter rides the wind, a timeless tune, a beacon bright beneath the moon. When sorrow calls or hearts rescind, I lean into her laughter on the wind. Though seasons pass and days rescind, her joy remains upon the wind.
There's a place I go when the world gets loud, where the trees lean in and the sky's unclouded, where the water slows and time stands still at the bend of the river, past that hill. Where the river bends, I find my peace. Memories flow and troubles cease. First kiss, first tear, first breath of air, all lead me back to there. I leave behind what might have been and come back home where the river bends. Daddy took me there when I was small, taught me to fish, to stand, not fall. Mama's voice would echo low as we skipped stones in the evening glow. Where the river bends, I find my peace. Memories flow and troubles cease. First kiss, first tear, first breath of air, all lead me back to there. I leave behind what might have been and come back home where the river bends. Now I bring my children to let them feel what I once knew. Where the river bends, life feels right. Underneath the fading light, first dreams, last prayers, hearts to mend, all return where the river bends. It's where I started and where I'll end, right there where the river bends.
There's a corner booth at Rosie's Grill where we sat every Friday still. Coffee cold, but hearts were warm. You'd laugh and brush my sleeve in foam. We carved our names in that old book. Back when forever felt so good. The waitress knew your pie by heart, and I knew you'd hate to part. But the jukebox plays a lonesome tune, and the lights don't shine like they used to. I still stop by, though you're not there. Pretend you're across from me in that chair. No matter what life recreates, that corner booth still waits. Changed the menu, repainted the walls, took down the photos from the halls. But I see you clear as day, by the window sipping sweet cafe. But the jukebox plays a lonesome tune, and the lights don't shine like they used to. I still stop by, that corner booth still waits. And sometimes I talk out loud, get a few looks from the crowd. But love like ours don't just fade, it lingers in the place we made. The jukebox hums a softer tune. The evening hush feels just like June. And though your smile's a memory, it's still sitting there across from me. For all that fate complicates, that corner booth still waits. Geeked in the breeze on Grandma Farm, a wooden swing, two hands and charm. We carved our names into the grain. She kissed me there before the rain. Daddy built it back in '62 with calloused hands and Elmer's glue. He said this swing will outlast me, and Lord, he sure was right, you see. That old porch swing still tells our tales of Sunday songs and paper pails, of barefoot love and cherry pie, of sitting close and wondering why some things leave and some things cling, like you and me and that old porch swing. Mama rocked it when she cried, when letters came and brothers died. She'd hum a hymn and close her eyes, and time would hush its cruel reply. That old porch swing still tells our tales of whispered prayers and backyard trails, of wedding nights and newborn cries, of silent stares and long goodbyes. Some things fade, but this one sings. The heart still beats in that old porch swing. Now I sit there with our son, same old boards, that evening sun, and I just hope he'll understand what you can build with just two hands. That old porch swing don't ask for much, just time and stories, love and touch. It holds the years, the joy, the sting. It still holds us, that old porch swing.
She rose each dawn before the sky, whistling tunes as the birds flew by. Open curtains to golden light, showed me hope, each brand new sight. Her gentle smile would greet my eyes. She left me morning sun in her goodbyes. Coffee's brewed, but she is gone. Still I wait to her melody's dawn. That warmth seeps in where shadows lie, a promise held in the endless sky. Though she's gone, I feel her near. Every sunrise whispers she's here. She left me morning sun, shining through the rain, a tender glow that breaks the chains. When darkness falls or nights feel long, her light returns a constant song. Though time may pass and years run on, I wake each day to roam the morning sun. People chase gold, they chase fame, but I found heaven in her name. Now every dawn that paints the sky, I see her love in that light. She left me morning sun, even when the clouds are gray, a guiding flame at break of day. When life seems cold and hope's undone, I lean into that morning sun. Her love still rises, never gone. She left me morning sun. wait
before the rooster crowed. Flour on hands and cotton rolled. Crack 2 eggs with quiet grace. The sun would rise right on her face. She'd iron shirts and polish shoes, fold hymnals marked with Sunday truths, and tie my tie, then fix my hair with fingers soft like whispered prayer. The hands that made Sunday didn't shake. They kneaded dough and wiped each plate. They held the door, they passed the grace. They caught my tears and cupped my face. I thought God spoke from sky so high, but He moved through those hands by my side. She'd brush the porch, then brush my knees, and hum old hymns in broken keys. Her Bible worn, her fingers bent, but not a single touch misspent. The hands that made Sunday didn't shake. They kneaded dough and wiped each plate. They held the door, they passed the grace. They caught my tears and cupped my face. I thought God spoke from sky so high, but He moved through those hands by my side. Now I see them in my wife, and how she moves through daily life. The hands that made Sunday still remain in every hug that bears her name. And when my daughter says her prayer, I feel those hands still linger there. Heaven's voice may come one day, but I heard Him first through hands that made Sunday.